Way. 2-2 the count. 2 outs in the inning. Red Lake scored 2 in the first. Falcons have cut it in half, trying to tie it right now. Baconhester takes ball 3 low in the dirt. Well, Bobby Beard, as you said, Mark, has fantastic control. Apparently, he had walked only 1 batter in 14 2/3 innings. 3-2 pitch. Check swing, did not go around. Baconhester walks. Ball 4 was high and outside. So the Falcons have scored once here in the first inning with 2 down. Cantwell over at third base, Baconhester on at first, and that'll bring in Tony Oakes. Tony doing the catching both ends of this doubleheader. 1 for 3 in the opening game, struck out twice, then got an infield single his third time up. Tony on the year, a couple of homers, 4 RBIs, batting average of .226. Started to go, held up, took a pitch outside corner, strike 1 from the left-hander Bob Beard. Beard out of Mount Vernon, as we told you, a sophomore, 5'9", 195. The left-hander checks first, comes to the plate. Change, swung and missed. Had Oakes way out in front of that slow delivery. So Tony O in the hole, 0-2. Rick Cameron on deck for SIC if Oakes can keep the inning alive. Beard looks in, nods, he's ready. Comes to the plate. Tap down the third baseline, foul. Oakes just barely able to get a piece of that pitch and dribble it foul. Down third, count stays at 0-2. Falcons have 3 more home dates on their schedule. Saturday, October 5th at home against Paducah. Tuesday, October 8th, they'll be home against Albany Central. And the season finale, Saturday, October 12th, a doubleheader here at Falcon Field against Kaskaskia. 0-2 pitch up high with a fastball. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the first inning. Red Lake leading 2-1. Red Lake got both their runs on sacrifice flies in that opening inning. Beard comes to the plate. Curveball up high, runner going from first. Baconhester, throw down, not in time. Falcons trying to steal a run that time, but second baseman came in, took the throw a few feet in front of the bag. Looking at Cantwell all the way. Dave held on, so Baconhester steals the second. Base hit here now would pick up 2. 1-2 delivery. Struck him out swinging. So Oakes is down on strikes. Falcons come up with 1 run. Not only 1 hit. And after 1 inning of play in the nightcap, it's Red Lake on top, 2-1.
Number 2, and after 1 inning of play, it's Red Lake 2, the SIC Falcons 1. Red Lake grabbed the first ball game from the Falcons by the score of 8-1, and trying for a sweep here in Game 2 at Falcon Field. League leading Red Lake now 16-1 on the year, and the Falcons with a record of 11-6. So we're ready for the top half of the second inning. Here's Larry Walton.
All right, third baseman Bobby Ness will lead it off here. Ness was 2 out of 4 with a home run in the opening ball game, right-handed hitter. Third baseman for these Warriors of Red Lake College up at Ina, Illinois. First pitch from Steve Markey. Back to the screen, right at our feet. Ball 1. Jimmy Carlson comes over, retrieves the baseball. Next delivery, hit hard, 2-hopper down to Melsheimer. Fields, throws across, in time, got him by a step. Tell you what, Mr. Melsheimer has handled himself pretty well at shortstop, filling in from his outfield position.
He has, and for being, I guess you'd call the third-string shortstop for Dave Moppert, he's handling it well. With Wire out with mono, Greg Goodley out with a injury. He's having to play Melsheimer, and he's doing a respectable job.
Left-handed hitter Jimmy Carlson out of Pinckneyville. Looks at the fastball just a little bit low. Carlson was 1 out of 4 with an RBI in the opening game. Red Lake won the first game today, 8-1. Lead here in the nightcap second inning, 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, tough play for Melsheimer near second base. Throws it crossing in time. Good play by Dave.
We praised him here earlier in the inning, and he's backing it up there. Nice play that time. A real hard throw.
Well, that's the marks of a good ball club, of course, when you have a position come open for illness or injury. And in SIC's situation, it's been both. Nice to know you can pull somebody in from another position and have them do the job. Melsheimer has done the job today on the infield. First two have been retired by Steve Markey. And that'll bring in Geiger. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes ball 1. Tommy was 1 for 3 in the opening ball game, also hit by a pitch. Tom plays left field for this Red Lake ball club. 1 ball pitch wide, ball 2. 4 to 0 have been set down by Steve Markey. Gave 2 runs on a couple of sacrifice flies, double and a single in the first inning. Strike at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. Markey up on top, looks in. Tony Oakes gives the sign. Here's the pitch. Swung, foul back. Evens it up at 2-2. As that ball floats over the screen and back out of play. 2-2 the count. Markey trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning here in the second for Red Lake. Geiger waits from the left side. Pitch. Tap. Could be trouble. Bacon Astor in from third base. Fields throws on the run. Not in time. Infield base hit by Tommy Geiger. Tommy just kind of cued that one down the opposite way down to third base, and Bake was playing a couple of steps behind the bag. Had no chance to get him.
A real number down the third base line with the grass infield here at Falcon Field. That ball was almost impossible for Bacon Heisker to field and throw in time to get Geiger, and Geiger got onto the first ball game with a hit almost exactly like that one.
Back to the top of the order now, Joe Humiston. Center fielder, 1 out of 5 of the opening game. Led this one off with a booming double. Scored the first run for Red Lake. Humiston started the afternoon hitting .474, 3 homers and 13 RBIs. Takes ball 1 from Steve Markey. Markey's second on the team in innings pitched, only 4 behind Mike Murray, who went 7 in the opener. Swing and a miss. Joe took a mighty cut that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Humiston has shown power in that leadoff spot. As we said, he leads his ball club with 3 home runs. Next delivery down low from Markey. 2 balls, 1 strike. Geiger on with the infield base hit. 2 down in the second inning. Being held by Cantwell over at first base. Humiston, right-handed hitter, gets back in. Cameron playing him a couple of steps toward left. There's a drive to deep center field. Cameron going back near the warning track. Has room, makes the catch to retire the side. So a 2-out stretch, base hit. But the man is stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After an inning and a half, it's 2-1, Red Lake over SIC. Left-hander Bobby Beard goes back to the mound, bottom of the second inning. He's on top 2-1, and he's going to look at Rick Cameron leading off here. Cameron hitting in that number 7 slot, center fielder for SIC out of Evansville. Rick in the opening ball game was 0 for 3, struck out, popped out, and flied to center field. Came in hitting .383 with 10 RBIs on the year, no home runs. First pitch. Down low from Beard. Cameron hit a shot foul, but way out of the ballpark in the first game. Then on the very next pitch, flied out to deep center field. Rick holds the bat down on the end, takes a pitch outside, ball 2. Cameron steps out, checks with head coach Dave Montfort down at third base. Falcons trying to get back on the winning track after having their 8-game losing streak ended. Here's a shot out into short left center field. It'll drop in front of the center fielder, Humison, for a leadoff single. Throw back to first base. Knocked down by McIntosh. So Cameron on with a leadoff single. Rick didn't hit the ball hard, but got it to drop in. That'll bring in the right fielder, Ryan Gray. Ryan, the former El Dorado Eagle. 0 for 3 in the first game. First pitch, fastball catches the corner at the knees, outside part of the plate. Beard working from the stretch. Cameron being held on. He comes to the plate, though. Misses with the fastball. Trying for the same spot, low it away, but missed outside. Evens it up at 1-1. See if the Falcons decide to do a little hit and run here. Cameron draws a throw. He's on with a leadoff base hit. Did you find out whether or not they scored that play on Melchammer, a hit or an error? Swing and a miss by Gray at the plate, 1-2 the count.
They had an error over in the SIC dugout, so.
So each team has committed an error in the early going. Gray steps out now, looks down to Montfort, gets back in.
Come on, Bobby.
Beard takes his time from the stretch to the plate. Ground ball right side. McIntosh will go to second base for the force out. The only play they can get. Cliff had trouble getting the ball out of his glove, but took his time and made sure he got Cameron, the lead man, down at second base.
And a good catch there by the shortstop, Dressler. McIntosh with a lot on the ball there to second base. They did get the lead runner, though, at second.
Well, that'll bring in Mike Murray, the DH. He is batting actually for Steve Markey. Batting in that number 9 slot. First pitch at the knees, fastball, strike called. Mike was 0 for 3. Flied out and a couple of ground balls in the first ball game. At the plate with a count of 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. Falcons trailing in this one, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the second. Second inning. Half swing, strike 2. Beard took a little bit off that delivery. Had Murray committed way out in front, tried to check it. Did check, but took it for a strike. Murray still out of the batter's box. Still out. Now he gets back in. Batting from the right side. Batter takes his lead. Pitch swung, fouled off right side out of play. Count stays at 0-2 on Mike Murray. Red Lake is out hit SIC 3-2. Lead it 2-1. Next delivery to the plate. Breaking pitch fouled off the shin guard of the catcher. Rolls away. Gray will return to first base. Ryan running the bases down there. Himself not in the best of shape. As we told you, he had a couple of bang-bang plays on the bases. Ran over a couple of people yesterday. In the games against John A. Logan and is not feeling 100%. Unable to get behind the plate. They've had him out in right field both games, but he's running the bases for himself. Reached on the fielder's choice. 1 on, 1 out. Next delivery. Murray spoils another good pitch. Fouls it back to the screen.
Well, we got an update in the majors. The Mets won in extra innings 9-7. So they pick up a game on the Redbirds.
So the Cardinals' lead is cut to 3 over the New York Mets. Here's the next delivery. Curveball up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Montreal beat the Cardinals today 7-5, and the Mets at extra innings beat the Pirates 9-7. Cardinals have a 3-game lead over the Mets with 6 to play in the next 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday against the Mets in St. Louis. Here's a shot to straightaway center field line drive. Center fielder comes in, though. Humiston in his tracks and makes the catch. So Murray hit a bullet, but hit it to the wrong spot, right at the center fielder. 2 down in the inning.
Murray, not a lot of at-bats on the season, but did get some wood on that ball.
Gray remains at first base. He's the tying run down there, 2 out with Tim Leffler, leadoff man. Struck out his first time up at the plate. Swings and hits one foul past third base. Falcons haven't really stung the ball very many times today. That was one of the hardest hit balls we've seen by SIC, the one off the bat of Mike Murray to center field. Ren Lake ripped a couple of home runs out of here in game 1. They banged out 12 hits and beating Mike Murray 8-1 in the opener. Bobby Neth had a home run, as did Chad Weiss. Weiss's was a 3-run shot. Capped a 5-run third inning in the first game. Next pitch, Leffler, curveball. Drilled hard down the line, left fielder giving chase, up over his head, makes a running catch to retire the side. Good running catch by Tommy Geiger. Over toward the line, so leadoff single by Cameron is wasted. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left after 2 complete second game. Red Lake on top, 2-1. 2 innings in the books of the nightcap. First game won by Red Lake, 8-1. They lead the nightcap 2-1, and here to bring you the third inning is my cohort, Mark Burns.
Thank you. Rick Gaby leads it off. He reached in the first on an error by Neil Volkman, and he'll lead it off here in the third. First pitch from Markey is inside. Steve Markey out of Palatine, Illinois. 3-1 record for the Falcons this year. 3.52 ERA. Pitch to Gaby, strike call on the outside corner. That'll be Rick Gaby, Tim Dressler, and Cliff McIntosh. First 3 hitters here for the Warriors. They're the league leaders here. 16-1 is their record. They finally lost a ball game yesterday against Kaskaskia. Pitch, line drive into right field. Volkman almost got a glove on it, but Gaby reaches on the single, and that'll bring up Tim Dressler. Dressler, the shortstop, hit a sacrifice fly and scored an RBI in the first, scoring Rick Gaby. 2-1, Red Lake leads it. Dressler, sacrifice to left field in the first. Markey throws the ball over to Cantwell. Gaby's back safely. Tries another throw back, and Gaby's back in again the second time. Steve Markey from Palatine, Illinois, the freshman. Pitch is right down the middle for a strike. Bob Beard pitching for the Red Lake Warriors. Another tough pitcher to face here for the Falcons, as Red Lake with a nice pitching staff. Here's the pitch, Dressler. Little looper over second base. Caught by Volkman. He's going to go to first for the double play, and just in time. So a great play by Neil Volkman. A little blooper just over the bag at second. Volkman made the grab, quickly threw to Cantwell, and got Gaby out for the double play.
Super play by Volkman. Not that big of a kid anyway, and he had his back to the infield down near second base. Twisting, leaping grab backhanded over his head.